Alright, and let's go and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome to the channel where today we're playing some more League of Legends Swarm. Now, based on the feedback that I got from that last video, it seemed like a lot of you actually liked seeing the Swarm gameplay. But if you're actually wanting to see some actual League of Legends matches, let me know down below. I have been playing a match here or two there, just trying to get myself reintroduced to the game, more or less. Also, I just want to let you know I do have an open Discord if you guys want to come in there and get updates whenever my videos go live, as well as make suggestions on what it is that you would like to see me play next, and or maybe like a specific thing you want to see. So here in Swarm, I did just recently, I believe actually last night, unlock the last two characters. Of course, those two characters being Riven and Xayah. Xayah, you have to complete a total of 20 Bel'Veth trials, which takes a couple of missions to do. And Riven, for completing the very first level, which you have to fight Rek'Sai with, what is that, the Marketplace or something like that? I can't remember. Warehouse District, that's what it's called. It's funny to me, though, like, I have been doing Matchmaking Island just because I like playing on a matchmaking sense, but the only level, for whatever reason, that never seems to pop up is Subterranean Lab. I might end up having to solo that soon just so that I can go ahead and get into the last difficulty, which is the Insane difficulty. That being said, I am going to go ahead and do matchmaking, and I'm going to show you some Riven, mostly because I've been playing Riven for the last 3 or 4 matches, and I have to say, honestly, that Riven might be probably one of the coolest characters in this game mode. Just because she's so strong. And it looks like we're actually going with 3 allowing. Oh, and we got Subterranean. So we might be actually get able to unlock the insane difficulty after this. But anyways, back to what I was saying before, is Riven is a very interesting character in the sense, number one, she has a lot of survivability just inherently built into her kit. And the other thing that's really cool about Riven is that she's unlike the other characters in the sense that she's the only one that I know of that gets stronger based off of movement speed. I know that sounds kind of weird, but if you'll see underneath your health bar, she actually has this like little white thing, this white bar that's filling up slowly. This bar only fills up when you're moving, so you have to stay movement. And this basically gives you her, like, if you're playing standard League of Legends, you'd recognize her little ability that she's doing as we fill up as her 3-hit combo. I believe that's her Q. It's been a while since I played the game. I might be saying the wrong button that's attached to, but essentially it's a 3-hit combo from her Q ability, and essentially it ends up with a knock-up on that 3rd hit. But the cool thing about this particular version of this ability is it gets stronger the more movement speed you have. Not like physically stronger, but the faster she moves, the faster that bar fills up, to the point where she's moving around so fast and she's just comboing left, right, and center. At least that's what it feels like to me. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. I just feel like whenever I get burst of movement speed buffs and whatnot, she is just trucking it across the room. So I am going to go try to see if I can get a specific type build going here. I'm not sure if I'll get all the pieces for it. Obviously, RNG is working against you for the most part in a lot of this, but I have actually been thoroughly enjoying what I've seen about her. So essentially, her toolkit is as such. Her E ability that we have in this game mode first allows her to basically more or less do her little stun lock that she does in the PvE mode, which is she dashes forward. She stuns nearby enemies, and she deals damage as well after she does a little dash forward. Her R ability basically is her ultimate, in which she gets increased movement speed, and she also fires wind slashes. And then, of course, her passive right here is Riven deals up to 15% more damage to enemies based on how close they are to her, and she gets 25% of that damage as a shield, which is actually pretty nutty. All things considered, just because of the fact that, you know, she's going to be a very tanky girl at the end of all of this. Alright, so we gotta chase the laser red dot. We so had that laser red dot already. Whenever you gain health, no. You know what? Yeah, we'll go with the gold, because those other ones, they're okay. We do have to be careful, though, as playing Riven, because, as you can imagine, being a melee champion can be kind of dangerous when you're fighting off hordes of enemies. That's why one of the things I'm looking to do first here is try to maximize our leveling up on Bunny Hop, which is actually her main damaging skill. And that's because of the fact that the more we bunny hop, the more damage we're going to be, you know, mitigating, because our bunny hop will allow to turn essentially knock enemies up and avoid taking damage that she would otherwise take. If you've never been on the subterranean map, you'll notice there are a couple of places around here that have a little ice flake symbol on them. That's basically a cryo engine, and essentially that says that if I go over there and I stand in that circle, instead of getting a heal or anything like that, it'll freeze all the enemies in the area for a set amount of time, giving you some, you know, free wiggle room to escape maybe some unneeded damage. I'm going to go ahead and put another level into Bunny Hop. And Bunny Hop does scale off on movement too, which makes it very easy to want to grab some more movement as well. And again, the faster we move, the faster we're doing our bunny hops. We are in danger, but luckily, someone picked up a heal heart for us. Ooh, and somehow we managed to still take a pretty biff of heat. We could pick up Paw Print Poisoner. It's not a skill I have used yet, but I actually want to go for the Bladerang here. What did I just get hit by? Oh, I didn't even see that guy. He must have spawned right underneath me. Yeah, again, that is the downside to playing a melee champion, is the fact that you will find oftentimes that you know, you're going to be right where the enemy is, and obviously, ideally you don't want to die, but it happens. And I feel like Riven might actually be more more of a, you know, just like she is in WoW. She's kind of a risk reward, right? Because you're trying to figure if you're going to go all in or not. We're going to pick up damage here. And I'm going to start working on picking up some of these coins over here, because that's going to be good for us. And the cool thing is, later on, whenever she gets swarmed by enemies, it's going to be really good for us. Because part of her passive says that she deals 15% more damage, but she also gets shield based on the amount of damage that's being done. So if she's dealing a lot of damage, she's going to be surviving a whole hell of a lot. So we're going to go ahead and pick up the movement speed, because movement speed is good. And it looks like we're doing pretty good with Bunny Hop. We almost have it, we have it further than I had it in my last game. I'm getting this Belveth trial over here. Hopefully we got other people coming. We do. I don't think that anybody else is going to make it into this one before it activates. Nope. But now our view is greatly reduced. That's okay. I'm going to see where these orbs are coming from, and I'm going to go around there and try to mitigate all those projectiles, because that's going to be probably the biggest detriment to us. The good thing to us is also, because we're getting swamped by enemies right now, we're also going to be having bigger shields. We do have to watch out for the bigger elites, though, because they will do a greater amount of damage than the other enemies. We also have, I'm going to go with the Battle Buddy crossbow here. Just because we do need some ranged options. We do have the Bladerang. But unfortunately for us, you know, because we're melee, we do need, from time to time, we need some more ranged options, right? We're going to go ahead and go with another Battle Buddy crossbow. Now that we have all of our passes that we want, I'm going to go ahead and try to side with getting all of our active abilities to level 5, if at all possible. Just going to try to get some health as well. I imagine the Lowies, the 3 Lowies, are actually going to be a little bit more survivable than I am. And it looks like we can go ahead and try to get our last activatable ability. Honestly, I would like to see if I can hold out for a health-based one, maybe like Radiant Fields. I was trying to do donuts around this guy too. And the cool thing about him is we can actually opt to get out of there a little bit quicker than we normally would, because of the fact that he does in fact, or she does in fact have higher mobility with her 3-hit combo. Let me go ahead and hit this up. We got some more movement speed here, and it looks like we got a money-based perk So enemies are going to be dropping gold here left and right, which is going to be insanely good for our sustain, seeing as how we're getting health off of gold. And we're getting shield. So the stronger our abilities become, the better we're going to be on a sustain front. I am trying to hold out for my ranged abilities hitting these, whatchamacallit. I don't want any of these. There we go. There's our last ability. Now we have all 5 active abilities that I want. Nice. Can I stun those? I can stun them, actually. So that's going to help us out just a little bit. There we go. And that lets us get away from those without having to worry about the explosions, which is really nice. Obviously, if our Battle Bunny crossbow was actually like targeted at what we wanted hit, then it might be slightly better. We also have a Yumi's quest popping up down here, so we're going to go ahead and hang out down here with Alawi. I hope the other Alawi and other Alawi make it over here as well. Nope, one's going to be entirely on the other side of the arena. That is okay. Bouncing beach ball. This, believe it or not, this actually killed my team not too long ago. I was playing a mission, and at the same time that we were performing this mission, we had a whole bunch of bomb enemies pop up. But it's whatever. I am going to go ahead and go with the damage. Health regen probably would have been a better option, just so that way we have some more sustain in case our shields from our damage aren't doing enough. Lose 30 ability haste. No. 10 to increase movement speed. Yes. Because we're getting increased movement speed and our damage is going to be increased based on the amount of movement speed we have. So that's pretty cool. And now you'll even see, like, if you look at my health bar, I'm taking damage, but it's a very minimal amount, mostly because most of the time, whatchamacallit, our 3-hit combo is getting us our health back. And we are going to increase our health as well, mostly because of the fact that I believe, yeah, this scales off of max health, and Radiant Field is amazing. Definitely one of the most top tier abilities in the game. Honestly, both health-based abilities are top tier, that being Static Sword as well as Radiant Field. Now, I will keep in mind something. I see that one of our Alawies is getting mad at the other Alawi because, in fact, he is picking up cards that the elites drop. Those cards will give you an instant skill up. The problem with that is the fact that after a certain point, leveling up will not give you any more, or leveling up will not evolve your skills for you. You'll have to actually rely on your ability to pick up those cards. And so someone's picking up the cards like I just did, like I meant, my bad. Whatchamacallit, then, yeah, if oh shit, we gotta watch out. I forgot we're still on the timer for that thing. Yeah, we don't have enough cards dropped, and we get towards the end of this area, and the boss is still active. We are going to be in a very terrible place because we'll have abilities that we are not able to evolve, and it looks like someone's still picking up those cards, and that's going to put us at a disadvantage if we don't get enough elites. We're going to pick up Bladering. Bladering is super good. So I do hope that we do manage to save some of our cards, but we at least got our bunny hop around. Yeah, it looks like one of our guys is still picking up the cards, even though, yeah, we are trying to save some of them. Now I know I picked up one earlier, and I do feel bad about that one, but it's kind of hard sometimes when you fight some of the elites, and you're standing right on the card when the elite dies. That being said, sometimes you'll notice that people will go out of their way to pick up the cards, and maybe they just don't understand the gameplay mode, so that's more or less why I'm bringing it to your attention, just because, you know, you're going to run into these people. It's okay. It's a game. It happens, but at the same time, I also kind of understand the frustration a little bit, because obviously, you want to be able to beat the game, play the game, and maximize your damage potential, because if you're not able to evolve your abilities, your damage is greatly diminished, especially when you're playing on the harder difficulties. You will find that you do not have, you will need to basically have complete evolved abilities to make it completely through. That being said, there are several people at this point in time that have been carrying me entirely. I would not be even remotely surprised that Riven is actually one of the strongest characters in the game, according to a lot of the tier sets that I've seen on the internet. But that being said, I did actually see that Alawi can do some top tier damage, so even though some people say that a character doesn't work or whatever, it doesn't mean that they are terrible. It just means that someone has a different opinion than you. Because right now, I saw that Xayah, Riven, and Yasuo are considered like the top 3 characters. But hell, if you maximize your stats right, and you have put enough skill points into, I believe it's called Anima Power, which is one of the stats that gives you an infinite boosting stat, then it's not gonna matter at all who has what character or whatever. If you put the time in, you're going to be strong regardless. And it's important to note that you can probably complete this game mode with whatever character you want. The only one I would probably think would be the hardest would probably be Seraphine, just because of the fact that she is a support character. In a co-op setting, probably not so bad, but in a single-player setting, I can imagine that one being fairly difficult. Anyways, back to the actual gameplay at mine. It looks like we did manage to get our Sorcerang up to level 5, which is insanely good, as well as our Bunny Hop, which is also amazing. And we're not too far behind with the other skills. We're making great time here. And we're also staying fairly shielded. I am so happy with myself that I did not pick up that evolution card. Even though I was in melee range, I still managed to avoid it entirely. Let's see if we can do the same thing here. I mean, we do have a... I just noticed we do have a buff on us that allows us to, whatchamacallit? Is someone picking up cards again? I have a feeling someone's picking up cards again. That's gonna be no bueno. We are, like, 2 minutes from the end of this match, and I would like to save some cards. He might not have chat on. I did notice that for me, by default, I didn't have chat on. And so, like, I wasn't able to type or see what anybody else was saying. I actually had to turn it on in my settings. So, I mean, it's very possible this guy is either new, he doesn't care, or he might just not have chat on, so he can't see. We're gonna go ahead and level up that. And it looks like we got a cardboard event. And you can see our shield. Do you see how massive our shield is? Just, like, going in and out of this. I don't think we picked up a cardboard box. Nope, we didn't. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab this. Oh, and a Belveth trial popped up in the corner. Was that all of them? Looks like we have one more to turn in. Where'd it go? Oh, we got one around the corner. Go ahead and get Ice Blast armor up. And, let's see. We'll take the one for distant enemies. It doesn't really matter. Honestly, none of those choices were particularly good for us. Battle Bunny crossbow. And we'll make our way to the Belveth trial. Alright, let's see how lucky we get here. Our shield is getting massive. Is he gone? Where'd he go? Did we kill him already? If he's dead, that was really fast. I saw him like go from half health to disappear entirely. We did manage to get our ice armor up. Unfortunately for us, I don't know if we're going to be able to find enough elites to evolve these last two abilities. It's really going to come down on anything spawns, and if we can get our Battle Bunny crossbow up to 5 before the end here. Oh, we did. Okay, so can we get enough elites to spawn so we can get this? And look at this. Just because there's enemies around us, it actually makes us even more survivable, Riven. Alright, we're going to go with armor. Less damage to us overall is actually going to help out immensely. Where are our friends at? It says there's one right... Oh, there is one right here underneath us. We do not have to concern ourselves with anything going on right now. We are our own woman. I'm going to go with more armor. Yeah, this is insane. Riven is broken. Survivability is just way off the charts here. And if we can kill this guy, hopefully we can kill him before Belveth spawns in. We can level up Battle Bunny crossbow and or the Radiant Field. How much health does this thing have? 6 seconds before Belveth. I don't know if it despawns these elites. I guess we'll have to find out. It doesn't look like it does, which is good news for us. Oh no. Okay, it did go over there though, so I am gonna... What is happening? Jesus Christ, why are we moving so fast? Alright, we're here with Belveth, though. I don't think she's particularly difficult, but I have not also fought her in hard mode yet. Just gonna try to watch out for all the stuff on the ground. I can't remember if she teleports somewhere else later on, based off the fight. Unfortunately, we do have a party member down. Let's go ahead and activate her ultimate. She does love racing around. She's got all those dashes. I think I'm just going to avoid stuff for right now, just so that I can, whatchamacallit, get some health back. Kind of curious to know what's bumping me back so hard, man. She is moving around so fast, I can't even see where she's at. There we go. Oh, it looks like this area might be getting smaller, too. Is that true? Is that what's happening? Oh, shit. And then that same party member's gone down again. This is kind of hell. I'm down already. Hopefully, one of the two Alaois are going to be able to pick me up, because, we're going to definitely need all the damage we can get. And I at least think that I was doing a fair, decent there. One of the things I need to change after this gameplay mode, or after I complete this session, is I got to turn down some of the the visibility, or turn up the visibility by turning down some of the intensity from the graphics. I wonder if there's a way to see only mine. You know how some, whatchamacallit, some MMOs actually have it. Like Final Fantasy XIV does it great. Where essentially you have just your stuff on screen. I just want to try to avoid getting hit. There we go. There we go, and we did manage to complete it. Oh, Jesus. All right. And I did see a good job to Riven there, so I know who we were talking about. We were talking about me, so hopefully I did some good damage as well. We also unlocked our last passive slot, so that's exciting. And see where we were at. 20 million damage. I mean, that's actually not bad. Obviously, the other Alawi, the one who was getting angry, he knew what he was talking about, but yikes. There is, see, this is what I mean, though. This is a substantial difference. Doesn't matter what character you want to play, you can come out on top. Even if you want to play Alawi, who I think was considered like a B tier character, according to the tier charts that I've been seeing. And this guy looks like he's been putting a little bit of time here and managed to clear the board pretty easily by himself. So anyways, yeah, that was a look at Riven. And now that we also have access to our last passive slot, as well as the insane difficulty, I'm probably going to end up playing some more and also following up with the next level difficulty for us, which is, in fact, insane, which I don't know why. Is it locked? Oh, it doesn't matchmake for insane. Insane has to be done solo. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, that being said, if you like the content and you want to see more League of Legends Swarm, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know if you want to see some more Swarm, or do you want to see some actual 5v5 or anything like that. I also, again, want to reiterate, I do have an open Discord if you want to come and join in, make recommendations, get update, like recommendations of what you want to see me play, get updates on whenever my videos go live, as well as just make a community where we can basically come together and maybe play some co-op games in the future. That being said, you guys take care, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Later.